What's up, niaje, mimi naitwa Bob Wa Magari. Yes, niaje watu wa magari. Mimi naitwa Bob Wa Magari. Again, Niko Logbook Motors, and today I want us to have a very candid conversation about car financing. This is Space ya Magari. We talk everything. So today, nataka tuende tukae chini na Freddy atuambie about car financing, how it's done at Logbook Motors, what you need to know about car financing, and how you can be able to get it done anytime you want it done. So to help me do that, again I'm joined by the mighty Freddy. Freddy, niaje? Hata nikupe tu jina mighty Freddy, niaje?
But niko hapa. Asante sana. Thank you for coming.
Yes, so welcome to Space ya Magari.
Asante.
Karibu, mimi naitwa Bob. We have done this so many times. Tumefanya videos our below 1 million Bob. Tumeongea about Logbook Motors, but leo nataka tuongee car financing.
Yes.
Unajua ukiingia Logbook Motors every time utapata imeandikwa trade-in, car financing, insurance, sijui nini. So hii financing, what is it, and probably just take us through it.
Car financing is basically asset financing. If you want to purchase a car and you don't have the whole amount in cash, you can present, you can pay what you have, and then you will present some documents to the bank or to any financier, and then they will assess you and top up the amount so that they will pay the car in full, and then you will take the car and you'll be left paying the bank pole, you know, with your pace and as your statements or your documents allow.
Okay.
There are different categories. There is financing for individuals and for companies. Individuals in employment and in business, and then there is of course companies in business, and then there are people who they have a registered business name that they are trading with, but it's registered in their name, so it's they are sole proprietors. They're called proprietors. So they are sole proprietors but with a registered business name. So there are all those categories. What you need to for the financing is to first identify the car, then of course provide your income documents, that's the statement, the bank statements, your banking statements, either bank ama M-Pesa statements, or kuna pia finance ya wanaitisha your records. So but there are very few who ask for those records. What you need first is the most basic and common, the bank statements, M-Pesa statements, and the identification documents, that is the ID and PIN for individuals, and certificate of incorporation and PIN for corporate ama for business.
Hata mtu personal anahitaji KRA PIN.
KRA PIN lazima pia ukuwe nayo.
Okay, so something umetaja hapo M-Pesa statements, and it's something very peculiar for me. I'm very concerned. Okay, M-Pesa statement, is it you guys who determine this, ama it's determined by the financing institution? And are you the ones who determine which institution I'm going to go to?
Depending, cases vary from case to case. You provide the documents because we've been working with the banks and these financiers for quite some time. So we become conversant of what we're looking for, what the banks rather are looking for, from the statements. What turnovers per month, the behaviors, account behaviors, they are called account behaviors. So kuna mtu anawekaga like 1 million alafu anatoaga 200 kila siku, hawekagi pesa ingine. So that we know what the bank are looking for. If that is your behavior, tunajua hiyo itakuwa tricky. But if you're in business, these statements are basically to prove that you're in that business. Whatever business you're in business, and this is your dealings. This is how you bank, you make sales, you trade, you buy, you sell, and this is how you turn your money. So if you provide us the statements, we'll be able to go through them and advise with these turnovers you can qualify for a car worth this much. You see, we can tunaweza kuadvise tukwambie with these turnovers, with the way you're working, or by the look of your statements, hauwezi pata V8 Hawezi pata Land Cruiser LC uliniambia sio V8.
Sio
LC 100 200 ama.
Kabla hujaendelea, watu ambao mnatafuta gari. You know, kuna gari ambayo mnaitanga V8. Please, kindly, it's no longer the V8, it's not called the V8. It's either the LC 100, 200 or the 300, which is a very recent car model imekuja juzi. Tafadhali. So V8. Tafadhali.
Yes, noted. Thank you.
Hata wewe umesema V8.
Hatutakukasirisha.
Hata wewe umesema V8.
Sorry. Sawa. So if you provide us the statements, we'll be able to assess them and tell you you qualify for a car worth this much. So from probably by the look of your statements tunaweza sema any car from 1.5 downwards you qualify because you get 70-80% or sometimes 90%. There's a feature we're looking there's something we're looking at collaboration with a certain commercial bank to see if we'll give you something very unique. We will give you 100%. Whether you are a gentleman or a lady or in business or in employment, we are working with a certain bank tuone kama tunaweza kutengenezea something that you don't have to place a deposit. Unakuja tu na statements, payslips, tunaona uko sawa
100%.
100%. So what you need to do enda uweke alarm na the rest. But for the car we are working towards that. When it's ready tutakwambia. But for now what you need for asset financing, it's bank statements, M-Pesa statements, ID and PIN, certificate of incorporation and the PIN, KRA PIN for companies. For companies, we still need your CR1, CR2, CR8 and CR12. Note, CR1, CR2, CR8 and CR12. Yes. And then the director's ID and PINs. Those are for the identification.
I will not bother to explain what are those because kama uko kwa biashara na uko kwa kampuni, you know what are those documents. You need to have them anytime you're seeking financing options. And it's not only at Royal Max Motors, I'm sure you've done this before. So those are easily repetitive documents, but they are very, ni kama vile kuambia Mkenya unamuitisha ID. It's a very regular document.
Lazima ukue.
So kama wewe ni mtu wa kampuni, those documents you have them. Something I want to you tell us about is what the maximum repayment period that you guys are offering. It's determined by the bank.
Depending again with which bank you're dealing with or the nature of your job. I think banks have their policies. So there are people probably in a very secure industry that they will consider lending for longer. There are others that they consider their industry of operation is a bit risky. But still, because you're in business and it's valid and it's showing that you're trading, so they will give you probably a shorter period to minimize their risks also. So the different banks have different policies and they have they give different periods to, you know, depending on their policy again that dictates how long they should give a person in your industry. But generally we're getting 48 months. That is the general duration.
4 years.
We're getting 4 years, 48 months. Some go up to 60 months. And others, of course, 36, 24, 12, depending on the way you want, the duration you want to pay your loan back with.
Okay, so now that we have known that and that is out of the way, logbook.
Logbook
inakuanga ya nani?
Tukifanya asset financing, as long as you've been approved, we jointly register the car into you and the bank. So there is both interest. So you pay some bit, the bank pays for you some bit. So we transfer the logbook. We get an instruction to transfer the logbook into both you and the bank. We take the original logbook to the bank. Of course, you'll be left with the car, so the bank takes the logbook.
But it's jointly registered.
But of course, with time, once the logbook has been processed that bears both your names, you can get a copy from the bank, so that does not worry you.
Oh, so that the bank will facilitate the other copy once it's processed.
Yes.
But the first logbook will be issued to the bank, you take the car, and once the logbook is out, it's done. Now, ukimaliza kulipa, the bank will facilitate the transfer.
The bank, there's something they call discharge. So the bank discharges the interest from the car, so you're left with the logbook. So they remove their name from the logbook, and you get another logbook that bears your name alone because you're done.
So 48 months, 60 months, 12, 24, 36, whatever the duration is, you can be able to get your car. That is financing at Royal Max Motors. Kuna kitu ingine tumewacha ambayo tunafaa kukuwa tunajua?
Yes. A small advice, a small advice, especially to people in business. If you are able to, you know, you're trading and your business probably requires you some money. I advise don't work you accumulate money until ufikishe ile pesa inaweza kuja nunue ka fielder ama ka pickers. So what you just need to do is provide your statements. Let us buy you a car through this asset financing plan. And then gari itakuwa kazi, itakuwa inakulipa for the financing. You don't need to stress your business to stretch it to toa pesa yote until you don't have much to pay your suppliers. Just buy a car through financing and then uendelee kufanya. That is an advice that not many people will give you. True. But it is a good thing.
Actually, even something else you'll find that is very true about cars is you may start saving up today for a 2015 unit. Umalize kusave up 2016. When that, tuko 2022, you start saving up today, you do a whole year of savings, hoping to get a 2015 unit. As years progress, na Freddy unafaa utuambie, as months progress, sahi zile units ziko available January, as the months progress, you'll find the prices are changing. Every time there's a change because of all the other economic factors. So, to avoid those economic factors catching up with you, get the unit now that you have the financing option, move with it because those factors will not apply.
You see, there's someone who bought a car like 2 years ago. But because of how inflation has happened and the prices has gone up, after using it for 2 years, he can sell it today at the same price he bought it at after using it for 2 years. So you can still save to get the car probably in December. But by the time we get into December, the prices will have gone up higher than if you actually bought the car through financing, the difference in interest will not be as high as the inflation ama the price hike ile itakuwa by December. So
nunua gari na financing, usingoje usingoje.
Dawa ya loan ni kulipa. Hakuna hii.
Dawa loan ni kulipa. Yes, but remember practice very healthy financial practices. It's always very important to consult with your financial advisors before you make any drastic financial decision. Usiingie kwa loan ambayo utashindwa kutoka because sisi tulikuambia, we have told you these are the process, this is how it goes, but from that point also engage your financial advice.
Yes, but even when you come to us, when we are selling you a certain car, there are people who come probably intending to buy a certain model or a certain car, but looking at their nature of business, ama their nature of job, ama basically what they are looking for, terrain, place wanaishi, looking at all those factors, we'll be able to advise you which car is best suitable for you. We don't dictate, we just advise. We will advise you which car is best suitable for you. And then even in financing, we will advise you which financier will be best suitable for you, which duration will be best suitable for you, so that we also don't land you. We're not just here to make a sale, we don't also intend to sell you a car just because tumelipwa na financier uende uchotwe gari probably in the next few months. We don't do that. So we want to advise you, you get the best, and we also secure your interest even in that car. You don't want you to lose cars. We don't want you to strain yourself, we don't want to strain your business. Tunataka upate gari and still ride bila pressure.
Thank you, that is amazing. Thank you so much, Freddy.
Thank you so much.
I am so happy that you have shared that. There's been a lot of questions coming in about car financing, about what really happens in that process, and it's amazing that umetuambia hiyo process. I am hoping that by the time we are coming back to have this conversation, tutakuwa na hiyo 100%.
We will. I'm hoping. I'm very hopeful.
Tushikilie imani. Yes, guys, let's keep following Royal Max Motors. Let's keep following what they're doing. Probably utapata hiyo poster imeandikwa now there's 100% financing. Why not? Come and get 100% financing courtesy of Royal Max Motors. My name is Bob Wa Magari. I was doing this with Freddy. Thank you so much, Freddy. Manze, it's always a good time to have you on this channel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wadau, kama hauja subscribe, Aki, please, fanya pale chini. Inakuanga wapi? Hapa. Unaona hapa? Hapa chini, finya subscribe, weka notifications on. You're going to be getting updates from Space Ya Magari. My name is Bob Wa Magari. I do not do this alone. I have friends. I have a whole team of guys that help me do this. If you go to Twitter, you're going to find Space Ya Magari as a handle there. You're going to find Bob Wa Magari. You're going to find Turbo Diesel, who's a partner here. We have Esna Mora. We have Kevin, that is Sir Kelvin. And such conversations keep happening on Twitter every Monday from 7 in the PM hapo 7:30 shapo kuna conversation kwa Space Ya Magari. Always join us. Let's have these conversations and keep going. itakuwa kitu mzuri. So with that said and done, thank you so much, it's been real. Tuonaneni. Sapo, niaje, mimi naitwa Bob Wa Magari.